7 News.
Let's talk about the homicide rate now in D.C. It is down year to date 40% from this time last year. And listen to this. Detectives have solved more of this year's cases than they have in each of the last 6 years. Now, I want to show you a chart here. It shows the clearance rate of D.C. homicide cases going back to 2020. So 198 homicides in 2020. MPD solved 69% of those cases. Now, for the next 3 years, the clearance rate dipped down a little bit to a low of 52% here in 2023. And so far this year, 72% of murder cases have been solved.
We're very happy that, that two suspects were apprehended and the third one's still on the loose.
Tamara Tarpinian-Jachym's son, Eric, was murdered in Northwest D.C. June 30th. He was a congressional intern and a student at UMass.
My son was supposed to graduate from college. I'll never see him graduate. I'll never have another birthday cake for him.
Two 17-year-olds are locked up right now, suspects in the crime. A third suspect here is still being sought, 18-year-old Naquan Antonio Lucas. An MPD source tells me that the FBI helped to enhance some surveillance video that led them to the suspects, but there was no surge of federal investigative resources that helped them solve the case.
Stay on the sidewalk.
Property crime and violent crime are all down in the district year to date. The Trump administration taking credit after surging federal law enforcement officers and National Guard soldiers into the streets.
I do still talk to people from DC, like, people that my son knew. And they say they feel like they see more people walking around, feeling safer in some of the neighborhoods.
It takes a lot of energy just to get through the day. Ryan is always on my mind, always. I'm always thinking about him.
Janet Realbuto's son, Ryan, was killed during a failed robbery attempt in January 2024. His case remains unsolved. Janet wants to see more federal assistance for MPD homicide investigators to spare other families from similar pain and heartache.
Our whole world has changed, and not for the better. Little things are triggers. And I think Janet feels the same way, too.
Now, Eric Tarpinian-Jachym would have turned 22 years old tomorrow. Ryan Realbuto would be 25. And my MPD contact says his case is difficult to crack based on just the lack of evidence that they have right now, adding that someone speaking out with a tip could make a huge difference. Well, investigators will be back out at the